So we're in a class called Econ 125, and we have to do like a project that's like a business based around how to solve a problem. And the theme for this class is education reform, how to improve education for the person. So for our opportunity area, we chose communication in classrooms. So we want to improve the way that you communicate in classrooms and how you participate. So we said to ourselves, okay, how can we make it easier for people to talk in class, make it so you want to talk in class more? So to get started, our diagram, it just talks about like the problem. So if you want to talk in class right now, the only way you can do it is you raise your hand, then you get picked, then you wait for the professor to pick you, then you wait for the mic. That's the pain point, and then you get to speak. With our new method, you would raise your hand, you would get picked, and then you would immediately get to speak. That'll make communicating in class more fluid, like we had a conversation. And I actually wanted to ask all y'all before they started, real quick, what is your name? Wid. All right, my name's Al. What's your name? Kennedy. Al.
Elliot.
Al. Sierra. Al. Rena. Al. Kind of sing with them all. All right. But all right. So imagine if I did that same thing, but I made y'all wait 30 seconds. So I said, hey, what's your name? And then I waited. And I said, mine's Al. You just had to wait, right? All right. So now you get a little more of what the problem is. So now we're gonna do a little role play. So I want y'all to sit where y'all decided to sit early, and y'all come into. That waiting that I just showed y'all, that waiting 30 seconds for me to say my name, very similar to the problem that we're going to do. So, all right, so we're in the class. All right, I'm Professor Al. I just want to ask you guys a question. What problem do you have with participation at UNC? And so somebody in the front, raise your hand. Anybody? All right, so we'll pick you. My TA goes to you, leaves you the mic.
I need to answer.
Yeah, you can answer.
Okay. Participation. I feel like in big seminar classes, you can feel really small and like you don't have like one-on-one with your professor.
All right. And I asked the question again. So like anybody in the back, what do you think? What's the problem you have with participation at UNC? Anybody in the back can raise your hand. All right. You see how long she has to wait for him to get the mic to him? Sure. Takes a very long time. And you're actually in our class, so you understand. Takes a very long time to get that mic to the back. Okay. So that's really it. I can come back to the front now. All right, so now y'all get it. Like when you're in a large lecture, it takes a very long time for the microphone to get all the way around to the person in the back. We're in our class, and I take stats on like everybody's participation, and very few people in the back even raise their hands because they don't want to deal with waiting for that mic. So the next step is to show you guys our 3D model. So we'll start with that class now. All right, so looking at this, and I'll explain to you as well. So like. Man, that's a lot of y'all. I'm gonna just hold it. All right. So the first part is so first one is this is the login screen. Where every app has a login screen. So obviously ours would. All right. So you just log in. Just log in, name, on your password. Then the next one would be the actual mic access app. So you're probably wondering like how would we do that? How would we solve that problem? So everybody can have a mic in their hand because everybody has a smartphone in their pocket. All your smartphones have mics, so technically you all have microphones. Why are we waiting for somebody to pass a mic around when you can all access that mic? So the way it would work is you would press this button and you would just, let's say I call it on you, you just press it and you just start talking. Same way. Just press the button. Alright, and this last screen is just an idea that I haven't even talked about yet, but another expansion on our idea. Obviously, right now we're solving communication in classrooms, the current method. There's only one method right now, and that's raising your hand. If you want to talk in class and you don't want to interrupt the professor, you can easily just use what we call a live message board. And so, like in our classroom, you're actually in our class, and you've seen it. Like in the middle of the class, there's like an empty space, and there's like just nothing there. But we were thinking like a live message board, like a live Twitter feed. So you all know what Twitter is. Imagine if there was a live Twitter feed, you could all just say what you want to say. Let's say you're in class, you want to tap like your friend, just like, yo, that was really funny. Just make like comment. You can just comment, you can ask a question. Like a lot of the time when you're in class, you ask questions and the professor never gets to you because they're asking so many questions from other students, answering those, so they might never get to your question. So with this, you can just comment, you can ask questions, you can participate without raising your hand. A lot of kids, they're shy and they don't want to, raise their hand and talk in class. This gives you an anonymous way to communicate in class. That's all I did. And the next part is the last part of it. You guys, what I did, like what problems do you guys see and stuff like that? Anybody?
One question I have is for the message board. Like, how would you make sure that it pertains to class and like it's appropriate and you're not getting like.
So one thing we had thought of for that is like the TAs would no longer have to be taking the mics around to people. So they could have like TA or professor level access. And we thought that they could either monitor stuff as it's uploaded and like remove stuff that's not good, or it would go to them first and then they would approve like things they think are good for the whole class to see. So one of those ones.
What about classes that don't have TAs?
Then I'll probably be up to the professor, or they could go through it afterwards.
And most large classrooms have TAs. Smaller ones probably wouldn't be this kind of use like
I was gonna say, like, how can you make sure it's not distracting the actual teacher?
what you mean? Like when people
Like,
use
you
their phone.
could, like when he's like teaching, are you gonna set like a specific time aside for them?
That goes back to the professors having control. Like they open the time window and say now everybody can do it. Or if their class, they trust their class, they can just let them do it all the time. Like, every class is different, so we want them to have that option and be like, okay, now you can do it. Any other questions?
Yeah, what kind of technology would it require to have like an app that would link to a microphone?
Yeah, that's something a lot of people ask about. Like that's something we'll have to research a little more about.
Okay.
But it's definitely possible.
Like pretty straightforward. It would stream to the teacher's computer, and if they're logged in on the system computer, then they can just broadcast that to go through the classroom speakers, like when they play YouTube videos.
It's definitely possible.
Do you think you guys will have like a way for like, say like we're all in a class together and like you call me, I get the mic, like does that like stop everybody else from being able to be on like feedback and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Like
that's
we get that a
actually-
lot in our class,
yeah.
so it's like how would that like
The professor will be able to decide, like, obviously the technology will be able to make it so that that's not an issue. But let's say the teacher wants multiple access to the mic at one time, so multiple people can, go on and off and just talk. Or they can decide that, okay, one person can talk right now, but we're
The
gonna decide.
idea is that it has to be like allowed on both sides. So like when you request, it's kind of like raising your hand, and you can physically raise your hand. And then the professor would have to like push a button that grants your access to speak.
Any issues you guys see, weaknesses that we're not seeing that you might see? Okay, that's it.
Cool. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you very much. We'll find all you guys and give you the first